Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Helios, and today I'm bringing you guys an iPad gameplay of the app called Labyrinth 2. And the other invisible ball is the ghost that I did before. For some reason, it shows up on other levels and it doesn't on others. And I completed it before, but I thought I'd try it again to get you guys at least some decent gameplay, or better than the one I had. So yeah, so the main point of this game is you have this ball, and then you're in this like certain area, and typically what you'd have to do is try to avoid these holes, which would these black holes, and if you fell into one of them, they'd start you over at the beginning of the puzzle or maze. I don't know what you'd call it, but and then you'd have to start over again, and then you'd have to try to redo it and try to get it perfect. Well, in this mode, it's kind of different. You have to do like other obstacles and stuff, and it's not really like you can die or anything or mess. Well, you can on some levels, but it's like it's more of like you have to do this, and it's like a puzzle in a way. And so I think that's really cool. I don't know about you guys, but it's cool how they implemented so many modes into this game, where it's like it's just not the regular labyrinth that you think of, like it's just a whole bunch of holes you have to navigate to the end. No, there's other modes, and that's what's really cool about this game is there's a variety of levels and things they've added. Not, and this is just one of them, and there's a whole other like 5 or 10 or a whole bunch of other modes I didn't even try to play quite yet, but it's a lot of fun, guys. I'd really suggest, at least at the minimum, trying out the light edition and then seeing what you think. And then obviously if you like it, you should think, at least consider buying the paid version, and if not, enjoy the free levels, because I don't know, I just think this game is really cool. I don't know why, it's just I really like it. So yeah, but a couple things I like about this game is, as I said before, there's so much variety. It's not that it's just the regular Labyrinth that you might have played before, the first one on an iPod Touch or something. This actually has like a lot of like different modes, as I've been talking about probably for the last few minutes, but it's just so cool that they've implemented it. And another thing is like they have the calibrate menu option. So like, say if you're at a weird angle, or like say if you're like normally tilted, to compare it if you were to set your iPad, iPod, iPhone on a table, you could I'm sorry, yeah, you could calibrate it so it's on the same level, so like you could still tilt it and play even though you're at a different angle than you usually would be. So I think that's cool. So you can basically play this as long as your accelerometer, that the object that detects motion in your iDevice, and so yeah, pretty much as long as you have an accelerometer working and the screen's working, it's like you can play this game. It's really cool. You don't need to be at like a certain angle, as I said. You can be wherever. You just need to know how much you need to tilt it to get this ball to where it needs to go. So I don't know. I think that's really cool how they were able to implement that and just make it really easy and fun. And I don't know if there's really a way how to play this game. I don't know if they added a tutorial. I didn't check it out because I've played this game a couple times before, and the other editions of it. So yeah, but it's really self-explanatory. All you have to do is get the ball into the the hole that has like a finish line flag or checkered mark, and it may seem like easy, but it's like in some puzzles like this one, it's like a little more challenging than just that. You have to go through a series of like puzzles. You have to know what you're doing sometimes to get like really good times, and I don't know, it's really cool. It's just a really cool game, and it does take a lot of thinking. Every once, like, there are a lot of levels where it's like you can just wing it, and after a few tries of like trying to tilt your device and stuff, it's pretty cool, like to just try to do it a couple times and then you're done, you know. However, it's kind of like, it's also nice to know that it's like if you think a little bit and you take your time, you can also solve puzzles. And it's kind of different because it's like, one is like you can go head start through it. You don't really need a strategy. You just need to take it one part at a time. Where otherwise you need to look at the whole picture, like in this mode where it's like, I need to push one button, or maybe some of them like one after the other. So, and if I were hit the wrong button, I might need to correct my mistakes. So, things like that are cool. Some are just like, as I've said, you can go head into them, everything will be okay. And others are kind of cool. It's almost like a puzzle and like a game in one. So where it's like, I have to think about this a little bit before I go right through it. So I don't know. I think it's a little cool how they put in so many different modes. I don't know. That's just totally cool, and I would definitely recommend getting this app, whether you get it with an iTunes gift card or your own money, or you just have spare change. I would suggest you get this app. It's a really fun app. You can have a lot of playing time in it, and it's a really good game if you're bored and you ever just need to do something, and if you're just ever bored, you want to play a fun game, this is definitely something you can pick up. It's really addictive. Each puzzle, it's like you want to finish the levels, and it's just so much fun to play. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's a really cool game. It is definitely a really cool game, and I guess a few things I should say I didn't like. I don't know a whole lot I didn't like. Like, I obviously haven't gone through enough of the levels to say it's not buggy at all. But right now it's like, through just playing this one, I'd give it maybe 4.5, 5. I haven't noticed any bugs yet, so we'll see.